Alrighty, so when you're opening up an iPad Pro that has the Face ID, not a home button, and to be honest, most iPads you're gonna treat most of the way same way. So I already made the mistake of starting to opening this before I decided to make this video. But when you're opening a device, especially if you're trying to preserve the LCD, you want to gauge how far away you are from the LCD, right? So you look at the glass. That's about as far as you want to go in then, right? You don't want to touch the LCD. So the trick with not damaging the LCD is simply just looking. And when you're going in there, you can add a little bit of ISO. You don't need a lot, just on the tool itself. And then you just kind of cut in there, right? You're gonna cut away at the adhesive. As you cut, you'll be able to actually start lifting the glass as you cut away at the glass. All right, so like I said, this one I already opened up, but you'll be able to essentially kind of do this, right? You can kind of open it, you can see the adhesive, and you can cut away at the adhesive. That's the key thing. That's a really big part. A little bit of pressure, cut away the adhesive, and this will allow you to preserve the LCD. So what I really want to prioritize here is showing you, actually I need to open this up. I want to show you what's an easy way to not damage the Face ID Flex when opening these. So again, see how I'm just kind of going at an angle. I'm just gently touching. I'm not even really going in at all. I'm not even cutting the entire adhesive, to be honest. Kind of lifting at the glass, cutting away at like this. What I like to do is when I see little strands of adhesives left over, just kind of pick away at it and just kind of separate it, right? Give myself more leverage. Again, you can see the adhesive here. Just kind of pulling on the glass a little bit and adding some pressure here and just cutting at the adhesive. What you can do if you really want to, or you can either grab the adhesive and pull it, or you can even take a pair of scissors and cut it. Whatever you want to do. Main thing is you just don't want to damage any of the flexes, right? So that's why we're kind of just pulling like this. We see the adhesive, grab it. See the adhesive, grab it. This is a really simple way of doing this without damaging the iPad. Over here, we're going to continue separating this. Get my sweater here. Again, I'm pulling on the glass a little bit, and you can see this adhesive. Just a gentle nudge, cutting at it. That's it. And there's lots of different ways, lots of different ways to disconnecting the Face ID Flex or the ear speaker flex, whatever you want to call it. I like this method. This allows me to have control over the entire device. So let me just kind of show you here. So I'm going to pull this back. And you kind of pull the screen down a little bit, so you expose these two screws for the flex. Wrong screwdriver. Take this one out. I cannot see it. All right. And then you're just kind of gently just pulling it down. You're not damaging the flex, you're not pinching the flex, but just enough where I can use the regular screwdriver, get in there, unscrew it. Right? That's it. I'm not doing anything special. I just pulled it down just a little bit, just enough. Pull this out. If you want to be gentle with this, grab yourself a spudger. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to see with the camera and the lights all in the way, but pretend I did this in one fell swoop, and that's what it's normally like. All right, now it's just getting comedic. You get the point. The point is, that's how it's like, right? That's how it is. Then turn it over, voila, flex is exposed, no damage, no damage. Sure, it's a little bit bent, but it's not ripped. That's the main thing. You don't want to rip anything. You don't want to put too much tension on anything, because tension is not good. And that's that, right? Again, you move everything out of the way. What I like to do, how I like to operate, is just gently put this down like this. Allows you to work without having to worry about damaging any of the flexes. And then next step, clearly, like always, open this up, disconnect the battery, and then insert one of these bad boys to help separate the battery pins and the battery, but you don't want to touch the battery pins. What I like to do is use some ISO alongside the board, separate it, and around the actual connector, separate it so that way I don't damage the pins. But really, primarily what I wanted to do here is show you how to separate this without damaging it, without getting all awkward, and it's a foolproof method every time.